Hi, I made a video earlier. It was kind of short and sweet, but it's just not real. I kind of want to be honest with you guys. Like, I've been having a hard past couple days. Dogs kept me up. I got kind of sick. Getting sick in the woods is never fun. It's going broke. Kind of dissuaded by the YouTube. I'm happy I got 500 subs. It's not your guys' fault. I don't want to dissuade you. That's the last thing I want to do. Thank you so much for watching and supporting me. I make some stuff that's like, let me start over. I've watched hundreds of hours of like vidIQ, InVideo, all these things. Quick interlude. I'm gonna make some sausage, onion, peppers, which I haven't made since I've been here. I'm pretty excited about, and I'm starving. But I watched like 100 hours, 200 hours at least videos on how to make a YouTube channel, YouTubers, how to start a channel, that kind of stuff. And there's all these rules and the algorithm, and it's math, it's not people. Oh, man, my gimbal keeps going side to side. I'm sorry about that. I think my gimbal might be breaking. I don't know. It's another thing. So I watch all these videos, and I know like the analytics, and I've read stuff. I've just been learning about this a lot. And I don't want you to think I'm like the best YouTuber in the world. I know I'm not. And I know a lot of this looks like I just throw it together, but I actually planned a lot of this out like a year or two ago. I have hundreds of pages of stuff written down about YouTube and stuff that I want to do in YouTube, and titles and ideas, and I'm running out of some of them with the log cabin thing. I have plans for after this, like I want to go places and do things and meet people, and I have some stuff I've done that analytically should go viral, like 177% retention, that kind of stuff. And it's all of my content has a glass ceiling. Nobody told me that before joining YouTube. All of my content flatlines, whether it's good, bad, whatever. And it's crazy to see when it's good, because it's such a difference from when it's bad. The analytics, the numbers on it. I have some stuff that's amazing and it should have gone viral, like shorts and stuff of the dogs. And it'll cap at like 6,000 views, 10,000 views. I'll have subscribers and likes the whole way, comments, a lot of interaction. The numbers are crazy. It should keep promoting it until it reaches an audience that doesn't like it. That's what all these guys on YouTube told me before. And now that I'm doing it, it's just not working out that way. And also, it doesn't show any of my stuff to anyone under the age of 25. So I tried making a short for kids today, which it sounds weird, but it's just the dogs. And, you know, I don't mean like 8-year-olds. I mean like kids that want to move to the woods and build a log cabin, or they're interested in the outdoors, or the dogs. Or it just, I don't play video games now, but I have before, and I've always got along with people that are younger. It's weird to have to do something and it represents you. Like, this is a personal channel. Like, it's just me. A lot of this is, you know, there's no special effects. I try to be, my value is me and being honest with you and showing you the reality. I'm not an expert. So you want to learn how to make a log cabin or something like that, there's way better people than me. Like, this is my first time. I'm not an expert. To some extent, don't know what I'm doing. I built homes, but it's not the same really as doing it by hand. This is a lot of work, you know. There's pioneer guys that are way better. Bearded Carpenter, the Woodland Escape, people that I watch to learn how to do this stuff. So if it's just a representation of me and literally 0 people under the age of 25 watch it, it's kind of like, what's wrong with me? And not just that, but if like no matter what I do, whether it's good or bad, it's gonna hit a glass ceiling and just never be seen past that point. What am I doing? Am I like, am I stuck to a niche? What does that mean? If you've watched all of my videos, you probably know they're pretty weird compared to other log cabin videos. I talk about philosophy and what it takes and dedication and you know, sometimes stuff in the news or people that I meet. And it's about me. So am I stuck in a niche? Like, I feel like I relate to a lot of people, and a lot of people are going through similar things. I might be a little bit ahead of the curve, but I bet you in 4 or 5 years, if you're 20 something years old and you're coming out of college, or you're about to go in, this is probably a better path for you. The way housing and rent's gonna be 10 grand. There's no reason to think it won't be. We all wanna go, oh, it'll go down. There's no reason to think it won't be. It hasn't gone down my whole life. And this is the future for home ownership. It's sad, it's scary, it's not what I want. I'd like a functional economy, but until people make stuff, that's not gonna happen. Politics is insane. Everything's just so divided and so crazy. And like, am I going to suffer because of that? Like, is it just because of me and who I am or what I believe that I'll be forced to live in a YouTube censorship bubble? I don't know, but it's scary to think of. And, you know, it's one thing if you're just watching this stuff, but it's another thing when you're doing it. And I knew YouTube has its own bias, and I've gone out of my way not to mention presidential candidates, but it's making me think I gotta start every video out being like, vote blue, I love Kamala. And then suddenly they'll promote my videos. And not only am I not personally feel that way, like, your own politics regardless, this isn't like, that's not this, I don't want that to be this place. I want this to be someplace you can relax, have a good time, see what I'm doing, and maybe get some inspiration to do something for yourself. Right now I'm making a cabin, but I want to start businesses. I want to do more stuff. It worries me. It worries me not just for me, but for the culture and society as a whole. If you haven't noticed, YouTube's replaced TV. Nobody watches TV anymore. The people that do stream it, it's not like things used to be at all. And is this our future? Like, you agree with what they say or you just don't exist? That's a terrifying concept. Like, and I know some of you are probably gonna be like, I told you it's been this way for years, and other people be like, oh no, it can never happen. But, you know, there's been a lot of factual stuff and whistleblowers that have come out. Similar things have happened over the past couple years. I don't even want to mention the reasons. Like, I'm sure you guys know stuff that's been heavily censored. I did do this because I'm creative. I've never really fit into a job or a square peg or a round hole. And I don't work well with mental restraints. And I just don't know what it means. And I don't think I'll play ball well. To be totally honest with you, I'm not good with authority. Like, it's concerning. It's probably the most concern. I'm living in the woods with bears trying to get in my house, and I have a tent that I'm living in. I am more concerned about YouTube censorship than the bears, rattlesnakes, and mountain lions. Or being broke or anything. I don't know. I don't know. If anybody has any ideas or answers or anything, I would love to be able to talk to somebody at YouTube about this and get like solid responses. Because I watch vidIQ, I watch these things, and they say like, you have these numbers, it does this. Mine don't do that. What does that mean for me? Is that normal? Is it that way for every new person? Is it forever? I don't know. I don't know. Being shunned socially on a digital level is a terrifying concept. Like, especially if you're trying to be creative and survive today where it's all digital. I don't know. And I've tried asking some experts, they had no ideas. Didn't really work out too well asking them. It's a whole nother gist, a whole nother story. But, yeah, what does the future hold? Worst case, I'll just keep starting more channels. I'm probably going to start another channel soon anyways. Because I'm sick of being broke. And I feel like I've learned some things from this. I have an idea. It'll be completely unrelated. It'll be a sleep channel, we call it. I'm going to record natural things around here like the crickets and the creek and unique things that I have access to that are natural. I can go up there. I can go to different spots in the creek. I can go to different creeks, get different sounds. But the idea is record 8-10 hours of it, and maybe we'll have birds, maybe we'll have crickets, but it will be natural, and some people like that stuff for sleeping. It's not going to be fake, it won't be digital, it'll be real. It's not a loop. This is really 8 hours of the creek, you know? Oh, look at those blue birds. Someday I'll get a better camera and be like a sharpshooter with a thing like, woo, check those birds out. There's a lot of cool wildlife here. Sausage, onion, peppers, here I come. I'm wicked hungry today. I wonder if you guys are nearly as excited as me. So, okay, I think we're gonna do, probably should have cut the onions first. I don't know. I need to make another little table for over here, or a countertop or something. It's not looking the cleanest in there. Oh, it's the corned beef hash, like the crumbs stuck in the thing with the flat. Oh, cool. They get excited about everything. All right, let me cut the onion real quick, and I'll grab the sausage. Probably sounds crazy, but part of me thinks like it's my destiny. Like it's gonna happen no matter what. And there's only one way forward, you know? So I just keep on trucking. And I think I'm not giving up. I don't want you to think that. Like, I'll show you guys this in 1 second. And I know it's on the nub. I'm not trying to get it hot just yet. We are just getting the ingredients in, and then we will take that cap off and put the onions, peppers in there. Let me grab the sausage. It's in the fridge, which I turned on. We have 80% battery with that fridge. Let's see how long that goes. And I got a big thing of meat. So I'm gonna try to make burgers, but I forgot cheese. I gotta go to that corner store and get cheese. It'll be the easiest one. They have a deli in the corner store too, which is pretty nice. Stater Brothers Polish Kielbasa. You can also use sweet and spicy Italian sausages. I think that's probably more traditional. But I love it with kielbasa. You know? Look at this. This thing is not opening at all. It's just tearing to pieces. So we're gonna do it like so. And then go like this. There. Now we got 1/2. Should be fine for just me right now. In a bit, if I'm hungry still, I'll cook the other half. Normally you leave these things in one chunk, but I like to cut it down the middle. I'll show you in 1 sec. Someday, in the near future, I'm gonna have the kitchen set up. We're gonna have some real cool culinary shots. I wasn't planning on being a cooking channel, but I love eating more than I love cooking. I'll tell you that much. Bam! So I cut it like this, because I like it fried and to get some of the fat out of it too. Because they're super fatty. Snip that there, and where's that? 4. I gotta cut it again, it's too long. In case you were wondering, yes, this morning I did put on clean clothes and got super dirty again. You can tell I was probably doing stuff with the stove and the wood. I cut down so much wood. I'll show you guys. Got a lot of progress done today already. And it's looking pretty cool. What is that? What is that? That crap's out of there. Bam, 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 bam. When I was a kid, my dad used to cut them up into quarters. I always liked that too, because they're like crunchy. Let me show you what we're working with here. All right. So to show you what I just did, if you haven't watched these before, we got, don't angle it down, ooh, down. We got the sausage, onion, peppers, which I probably should have fried the onions and peppers a bit first, and then you take the cap off and the fire's right there. And this sits flush, so now only has one way to go out. And we are cooking. Check out everything that's been done. It's like a 10-foot wood pile down there. I've stacked so much brush there. Oh, there goes that bluebird. Can we see? Can I zoom? Oh, zoom, buddy. Zoom. He's right on that. Right there. He's looking at us right now. Hello, birdie. That's him. It's kind of funny. I mean, he's trying to get the ladies sitting out in the open making noise. That's how the birds are. They're pretty funny. Check it out. Look at all this stuff done. Tons of stuff gone. Cut up a bunch of wood. What I did not do today is pickaxe. I did go to Stater. I met somebody cool. Next to Jay is Steven. Steven might be watching this. He's got a cool place. He's a ski instructor in Mammoth, which is a famous ski resort in the mountains of the Sierras, where the redwoods and stuff are. Sounds pretty cool. I think he's near like Yosemite and stuff up there. But he has a place here, and he goes up there to teach skiing. I think he said his 48th year? That can't be right. That's older than me. He didn't look that old. But yeah, he had a ski lift chair on his front porch and had a pipe that it was attached to, so it still swung. It was from the 50s. It was an old ski lift chair. One of the coolest little pieces of furniture I've seen in a minute. If you're watching this, Steven, hello. Nice to meet you. All that stuff I threw in there, I'm going to get out. All the stuff I threw in the hole. But you can see I cleared up a bunch behind the hole. See that? All around those trees. I cleared up down there. Took this out. Flutie's getting jealous, which is not safe for the camera. If you realize as I'm talking to you guys, you can start trying to eat it or something. Captain Jersey, is your big baby? Yeah. I know, I love you too. I took Jack for the ride today because I wanted to stop at my friend's house and see the shower that has like a leak. Try to set up a fan for her, so it's totally fine. And I ended up going to Stater afterwards. And Jack's the good boy. He will only bark if you approach the car close. But if you don't like come up on it, he won't. He's a good boy. Flutie will bark at everybody. And Flutie's also kind of a troll. Flutie will have you, he'll be quiet as you come up, and then when you get close, he'll bark at you and jump and try to scare you. And then when you like jump away, he'll like laugh. He's kind of, yeah, you. Jack though, he's chill. He'd be chilling. Yeah, you can't really see, but there's a weird S-shaped spark arrestor thing on the top there with the vent. That's why you don't see any flames or sparks ever jump out. But I would like to get a chimney and a spark arrestor and move it over there when I cover it all with dirt. Set it up kind of, you know, fancy-pantsy. Look out over the water as you cook, and we'll be there. And I'll be building here. Have some space. I might just end up making a smaller cabin just to get something done, and I can always come back next year. Having a small cabin also isn't the worst. The flat spot's just like more space outside. It's not like all the flat space has to be inside. If that makes sense. I want it to be a cabin, but I want it to be a cabin where it's nice, but you don't want to stay inside. You want to be at the window or be, you know, the whole point of this place is we're here. We're in our own valley. Hello? See, they bark at the echo. There's no one around. Flutie! Flutie! Now he gets it. Took him a second. Hey, maybe not. Wow, wow, wow. It's okay. You want to sing? Hey, buddy, it's okay. Shh. There's nothing there. There's nothing there. That's the plane. He thinks it's a car. I bet he's going to come from there. I'm pretty sure it's Canada. So the plane's got a red tail on him. I might be able to look up and see it. Oh, it's a little over that way. But it's like going right over us. It's up there. Oh, too bright. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that Canada, they got a red tail. So I am in the Canadian flight path, as they would say. But the Canadians don't come all the time. They come a couple times a day and then a couple times at night before bed. The thing that does come through here that makes a ton of noise is military choppers. They come like so low, it's crazy. And they're fast sometimes. There was a gunship, one of those Apaches that came through here like a week or two ago. And that thing is terrible. That'll make you feel bad for the guys that are fighting it. Like, it's like a tank in the air. It's going like 150. The thing's hauling. What are you gonna do against that? You know? Where's my good puppies? Where's my good puppies? Yeah, I loaded up on a bunch of canned food and I got some cold stuff. Hopefully it survives for a couple days. So I can eat some meat and stuff. I do have canned meat also, but it's not quite the same, you know? All right, what do we think this is at? I wonder where the light's good for this. Yeah, someone's watching this from YouTube and wants to talk. Join my Discord. I got a million questions. And I got a lot of screenshots and like evidence and timestamps and stuff. You can, I would like to hear some type of plan for how, you know, what it is, or a plan. Oh, maybe, I don't think they actually intended it to be this bad. I hope not. It is, you know, I grew up extremely liberal, and I can't imagine somebody wanting to like, to just, you know, censor off everybody that thinks differently. Like, it's crazy. So I don't think that's the intention. I think they probably don't want the videos I'm watching being promoted. That makes sense, because it's not necessarily the views they want, but everyone that watches those videos not being promoted, that's a bit much. Like, that's a bit much. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Where'd the fork go? Look at that, though. Looking good, looking good. Just flip these bad Larrys. I should have split this one, but... I don't know if this looks as good to you as it does to me, but it looks amazing. And it smells so good. If you've never had this before, anybody can cook this. It is the easiest thing in the world to cook. And ideally, you have a roll. If you don't have a roll, like I don't have a roll, white bread works just as good. You make yourself a nice little sandwich. Another thing you can do is cut it up finer and just throw it in some pasta. But sausage, onion, peppers is a classic Italian dish. And I'm sure some of you have had it at baseball games or something, some street vendor, and it might not have been good. It can be really good. Just because, you know, you had it one time and it wasn't good. Think of good peppers you've had, good onions, good sausages. Just put them together. Make yourself some sausage, onion, peppers. Yeah, it's looking good. I'll give you the top-down shot. I hope you guys can see this because it's looking real good. Where will I put the spoon where I won't lose it? All right. It's like airplane controls in this thing. Pretty cool, huh? Super easy to cook. Anyone can cook it. You don't have to leave it covered, but if you're cooking outside and you're getting cast iron pans, get the ones with the covers. Love of God. Bugs, dirt, you know, pine needles, all kinds of stuff will want to hop in your food. I saw somebody. I wonder if they're interested in me and what I'm doing. Somebody did steal like a quarter loaf of bread off the table, pulled it down the hill and ate it and tore the bag to pieces. And I'm assuming the birds got in on it, because if you've ever been to the beach, birds love bread. Let's check the fire too. I'll do it with you guys since I got you. I got like ba-da-ba-da-ba. Yeah, I'm still not used to these backwards gimbal controls. Not much in the fire department, huh? So what we're gonna do, we will, you don't want to touch these by hand. You'll regret it. Okay, so what we're gonna do is, check this out. It's got a side door on it. Whoop. Check this out. Bam. That was a fresh one, which should take longer to start, but burns slow and smoky. And we like the smoke because it keeps the bear away. If we want heat, I got some logs I could just throw in there that are super dry. Might be what I do actually, this weird thing. I try to burn the weird shaped stuff first, and then keep all the perfect stuff to the end. Look at that thing right there. Look at that. It's a pretty weird shape. Alright. Close that door. Yeah, it looks like one of those ones caught pretty quick, huh? Starts cooking too much, we'll just close that door. You can load it with a bunch of wood. You get it to start going real good, to the point where the fire's almost coming out the top, you know? Then you shut the door and it will stay burning slow forever. Like hours. Not a spoon. It's looking good, and I'm getting hungry. Wish I knew where that fork was. well bring the other stuff over. I gotta clean those pans, they got kind of rusty. I can't find my plate, but I got a bowl and I have my white bread. Instead of making you watch me eat, which I don't think I'm pretty enough for that, I will let you go, and I'll probably try to film some more. I'm gonna keep getting stuff done. I've gotten a lot done today. I've been dissuaded, but I'm not letting it get to me. This bowl is wicked dirty. We're getting another bowl. But yeah, thanks everybody for watching. I will show you more in a bit. Let's see how these peppers. Perfection! All right, I need the bowl. All right. If you're wondering, I went with the brown sweet onion and the just a red bell pepper. Polish kielbasa. Actually, I'm just gonna bring the pan over with me. Thanks again. I'll show you in a bit.